Hello friends, welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. And in this video, you will learn how to build a Telegram chatbot from scratch without using any third-party packages. And we are going to use Python programming language. I will guide you through all the steps and we will go step by step from scratch. So let's get started. Before we start developing, you need few things ready so that you can follow along with me. So you need a Telegram account. You need ngrok installed on your system so that you can use this kind of command like ngrok http and a port number, which will create a URL which will be public URL, and my local host 5000 is exposed to this URL. So I can click on this URL from anywhere through internet and connect to my local host. Next, you must have Openai account and you should have your API key. So we go to this profile section, view API key, and here you can create a new API key. Next, you should have a GitHub account, because in the later part of the video we are going to deploy this solution, so you need GitHub to perform that action. Finally, you should have account with render.com. Render.com is a platform where you can deploy your application through GitHub very easily and free of cost. So you can develop this chatbot we are going to build and show it to your potential customer. Finally, you should have Python installed on your system, and I prefer Visual Studio Code, but you can use any code editor of your choice. I am here in my Visual Studio Code. The first thing I'll do is I'll create a git ignore file. I will connect to my terminal and I'll do python -m venv. So we are creating a virtual environment so that the packages needed for this project will stay only in this virtual environment and my global environment is not affected by that. In some cases you need to use Python 3 as well, but in my system Python keyword resembles to Python 3, so I can use it and I'll create that virtual environment. I'll hit enter. So this will create a virtual environment, and in the git ignore file I write /venv, so don't include this virtual environment whenever I push the code to GitHub. Next, I'll source into my virtual environment. So now I'm inside my virtual environment. Let me clear the screen. Next, let's first understand how this is going to work. So we have a user who sends a message to our Telegram bot. Telegram server will receive that. Now we will add a webhook to this Telegram server so that whenever a new message comes from the user to our Telegram bot, it will send us appropriate information on our webhook. We will process that information, and with the use of Telegram API, we will send a reply to the user. So I hope you understand this structure. User sends a message, Telegram bot receives that message, Telegram server sends information to our webhook. Through our webhook, we call Telegram API and send reply back to the user. Now here, when Telegram server sends us the information that hey, new message has arrived, we need to send a 200 response back so that Telegram understands that yeah, this message is received by the webhook. So we are going to develop this webhook using Python, but you can use any web framework. So let's move back to the development section. Here I'll create a run.py file. I create a folder src. Inside this src folder I'll create a main.py file. So this will our entry point. This is where all our logic will be. Also I'll create a helper folder. Here I'll create two files. One Openai API.py file, and second I'll create Telegram underscore API.py file. Inside this we will write all the API related to Telegram. Here we will write all the API related to OpenAI. I'll create a .env file so that all my variable will come from this .env file. Now let me close all of this. The first thing I'm going to do is I'll create a Flask web application. For that I need to install Flask, pip install Flask. Also I'll need python-env. Also I'll need OpenAI requests as well. Requests. I think this is it. Maybe I'll need something. I'll install that on the go. So I'll hit enter. Make sure you are in the virtual environment so that all the packages are installed inside the virtual environment. Now I'll go to internet and I'll search Flask app demo, or maybe Flask app demo. So I'll go to palettes project maybe, and here we get this structure, so I don't have to write everything. Now let's try to run this, and before that let me get rid of this warning. So it just says that you need to upgrade the pip, so I'll do that. Let me clear my screen now. So now this is a kind of a starting point of the app, and here I'll say just OK and 200 status. I'll also convert that into single quote. I like that way, and I'll say this as home. Now what we need to do is that we need to do if underscore name equals to underscore main. Then we want to run the app. We will run the app, and I'll choose debugger as true, and let me save this. Now if I do Python src main, so our Flask server is running, and if I click on this, we see OK status. Now what I'll do is that since our entry point is run.py, I go here, I'll say from src.main import app, and here I'll run this app, so that our entry point and server will be different, and we don't have to, it's a standard practice, nothing more than that. Now here I'll create another route. I'll say Telegram route, and I say def Telegram. Here I'll import request, and I'll say data equals to request.get JSON, and I'll print the data, and I'll return OK and 200 status. I think our server is ready. Now I'll go to Telegram. Here you need to go to bot father. You need to search for bot father. So the one with this blue tick is the original bot father. I'll click on that, and then you can see a start menu depending on you have used it or not. So I'll click here. I'll click on new bot. I'll say my YouTube demo. Now I'll say my YouTube demo underscore bot. Make sure that ends with underscore bot. Yeah, so it is available. There is a possibility that the name is not available, so you need to try with some different name as well. The important thing is this API key. I'll copy that. I'll go to .env file. I say telegram underscore API underscore key equals to this value. I'll save this. Now I'll click here. At this point, it doesn't do anything. So what we want is that when we start communication, that communication should appear here on our server. So let's do that as well. So I'll say python run.py. So my local environment is running. Now I will click on this ngrok URL. So my local host is exposed through this public URL, and when I click on visit site, we see this OK message. Now if we go back to the flowchart, we need to set this webhook on Telegram servers. So for that, I'll use Insomnia, or you can use any other tool. One interesting tool, let me use that as well. One interesting tool is API Online. So hopefully, yeah, Rick Bean. So here I'll copy everything so that you can follow along as well. Set webhook. I'll copy this URL. This is the URL. So the URL is https API Telegram org and then bot. Now you need to remove everything here up to this part, and you need to provide your API key. So let me copy my API key. Yeah, I'll provide my API key followed by set webhook. Don't worry about these things. These things are available or will be available on my GitHub, and the link of that repository will be in the description as well. That will be a post request, and we need these things. I'll go to raw. A content, and yeah, JSON. I'll select everything and I'll paste this. We don't need this. And here I'll provide the link. So this is the link, and yeah, this is the link followed by Telegram. So you can verify that here. So Telegram, let me make sure that it doesn't. Okay, so I think we are ready. Now when I set this webhook, yeah, we see that Telegram has set that webhook. We got OK, true, and webhook was set. Now if I go here, and if I click start, we receive that start here and say 405 error. How come? Yeah, cause I have not written methods equals to post, and let me write get as well. When I save it, hopefully we will receive that message. Yeah, we received that message. This is the update about the message, and you can see the text is start command. So I think we have done our basic things ready. Now what we will do is that we will extract this text entity from incoming message. So I'll say, so if you look into this, let me do one thing so that we can visualize that clearly. Import JSON, and I'll print json.dumps data. I'll come here, and here let's say I just send hi. Yeah, so we receive that. Now why I did that, because it has converted the incoming body into string. So now I can go to, let's say, JSON viewer, and here I can paste it, and now we can view that. So you see that update has a message property which has text hi. So here let's say message equals to data message. Okay, so this is the data message, and message has text. So message, so let's say query equals to message and text. Now also we need sender's ID so that we can send reply back for his query. So under message there is a from and there is a ID. So let's say sender underscore ID equals to message, then from, and then ID. Let me get rid of this print, and let's just print query and sender ID. Okay, let me save this and let's test one more time. I will send hi. So here, yeah, so this ID has sent hi. Now what we need to do, we need to pass this hi to Openai and generate a response. So I have a raw code which we can use for Openai, and here under utils, maybe not in utils, here outside APIs, yeah, there is Openai API. Let me get that. Okay, I'll go here, I'll paste it. So you can see it has one environment variable that it needs. So I'll copy that. I go to env. Here I'll create that and I'll paste my API key. Now here in the Openai API py file, we have two functions, generate image. So when you provide a prompt, it will generate image and it will provide the URL. In the text completion function, when we provide prompt, it will respond with a reply to that prompt. Let me save this. Now here I'll import that. So from helper.openai import generate image and text completion. The code here used in this Openai API file is very self-explanatory, and if you go to Openai API as well, you will find the same code. So that means what we need to do, we need to, let's say, response equals to text completion, and as prompt I'll provide users query. Let's just print the response. Okay, so when I come here to my Telegram and when I say hello, okay, so that means the response is came, but it has status 0, and the reason for that maybe is my Openai API key. So let me make sure I have a correct API key. So I have changed my API key now. So if I go to Telegram and if I say hello here, hopefully we will see that yeah, it has now a response. Hi there, nice to meet you. Let's say write me a poem. Yeah, so it has written a poem, a heart that's open wide and stuff like that. So yeah, so the at this point the route and Openai API is working. Now we want to send this message back to the user, and for that let me print the data so I can get the sender's ID. I'll say hello. Yeah, so the sender's ID is this. Now I'll open any API testing mechanism like this, the one we have used, or I can use my Insomnia. So let's send a message. Just in order to send a message, again the URL is same, api.telegram.org followed by bot and followed by the API key of the bot followed by send message. Now let me copy my API key, Telegram API key, and don't worry about this credential. I'm going to destroy this credential once the video is finished, but in your case please don't expose these credential to anyone you don't trust. So I'll come here, I'll provide my API key, and here I'll copy my Telegram ID and I'll paste it here, and I'll say from, let's say from Insomnia, okay. When I hit send, hopefully yeah, it is okay, true. That means the message is sent. And if I indeed go to my Telegram, yeah, I have received a message from Insomnia. So now I'll convert this into a method. So for that I'll go here I can click on generate code and I'll select Python and requests. Let me copy this. Let me copy this. I'll go to Telegram API, I'll paste this. Now I'll transpose this into a method. So I'll say def send message. Let's say it will take sender ID, that will be int, and message, that will be string, and it will return nothing. And let me just tab this. Now here there is a API key. I'll fetch this API key dynamically. For that I'll do this, yeah, and let's say Telegram API key. So let me create that Telegram API key equals to, let me import OS and let me import from .env import load.env and load.env. now I go to here Telegram API key, so that will be os.get env Telegram API key. Now that means here I'll use sender ID and here I'll use message. Now let's test this. Send message. Let's say my Telegram ID is this, so this is my Telegram. Hello from the function. Let me save this, and yeah, but it is not used, the function did not call itself, so I'll say Python, then helper, then Telegram API. Yeah, so we got the response, and indeed we got a message, hello from the function. Yeah, it was misspelled. So now what I need to do is that okay, we are not doing any error checking at this point, so let me save this. I'll go to our main file. Here I'll import that from helper.telegram API import send message. So here I'll say send message, that will be sender ID, and that will be response. Response is coming with a response as well. So response, and response is a dictionary, as you can see, and it has a key response coming from Openai. So I'll use that. Let's see this. When I say hi, oh yeah, the server is not running. Python run.py. Yeah, we got the message. Yeah, hello, how can I help you? So obviously it is coming from here. When I say write me a poem, yeah, hopefully, yeah, oh sweet summer days. So yeah, the response actually came. So I think this is working. Sweet, really nice. Now what I'll do is that here I will separate, let me comment this and let me explain this. I will separate the query into two parts. If the query starts with ask, then I will use text completion, and if the query starts with, let's say, image, then I will use image generation. Okay, and otherwise I will say use ask or image command. Okay, so here what we will do, but before that we need to send an image. So let me go here. I have a method called send image. So I have a URL. So in order to send the image, you need to use another API endpoint, send photo. So let me copy the token. As you know that we need to copy the token. I'll copy the token. I'll provide the token. So the URL is https://api.telegram.org/token/send photo. So here, I think my ID is the same, but let me make sure it is the same. So that will take chat ID, photo URL and caption. So when I hit enter, it status okay, and it has generated the it has sent the image to me. So let me again come here and let me generate code from this, and let me copy that. I'll go to Telegram API. I'll create another method like def send photo. It will take sender ID, that will be int. It will take photo URL, that will be string. It will take caption, it will be string, and that will be empty string. So user, if we don't want to send a caption in case, let me paste this here and let me format this. Okay, I don't want this import here, and we can copy this thing up to this part, and so send photo. Okay, so that will be sender ID. Let me copy this. This will be photo URL, and this will be caption. Okay, so so let me call this send photo. I'll use sender ID afterwards. This is the image, and from the function I'll use this caption, and let me copy my ID. So this is my ID. Let me paste it here, and okay, let me remove that. So now if I save this, this should send it, because now the function is used in the main file. So we got the message on my Telegram from the function. So now our two functions are working. I don't need it, and you can see that I haven't used any kind of error checking, but you can do that to make sure that the code works always. Let's say so that means my example input query will be like ask what is SOS. So what I'll do is that let's say words equals to query dot split by space, and if words index 0 is equal to ask, then I will again form the query equals to, let's say, space dot join words and I don't want the first one, so I'll say 1 till the end, and I'll use this thing. Okay, so I'll generate a response using query, and then I'll send a message, and let's say else if words 0 it equal to, let's say, img. So in that case, let me copy this. Okay, and in that case I'll use generate image, and if I go to generate image sends URL. So I'll say response URL and caption, let's say generated by Openai. And here instead of send message I'll use send photo, and let me import that send message and send photo. So hopefully this will work. And in case of user type something else, I'll say send not photo, send message and sender ID, and I'll say please use ask and img commands before your let's say query. Okay, and I think I don't know need to print it now, but I think this will work now. So if I go to my Telegram and I say, let's say I'll just say hi, so it will say please use ask or image command. So I'll say ask what is SOS. Let's see if yeah, SOS is an internationally recognized distress signal. Let's say image green elephant. Let's check here. Yeah, it seems there is no error yet. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, green elephant, and we got the caption generated by Openai. So I think the application is working okay according to me. Just to make sure that everything works always, I'll just wrap this into try and accept. Okay, I'll say that and accept. I'll say pass, and I'll say finally return okay 200 status. It is compulsory to send okay status to any incoming query from Telegram, otherwise it will keep on repeating itself, like keep on requesting to the URL. So I think this is it. Let me taste it one more time. Let's say hey, yeah, let's say ask what is sys, for example. Yeah, let's say img flying horse. Yeah, so nice. It's actually nice photo. So I think this is work. Now what I'll do, I'll deploy this on render. So for that I'll stop this and I'll go to my GitHub. Maybe my GitHub is where is my GitHub? Yeah, this is my GitHub. I'll go to GitHub. I'll create a new repository. I'll say YouTube Telegram bot Python. Okay, I'll say this is a repository for my YouTube channel. Okay, I'll create a repository. I'll come here, let me clear this. I'll git init, git add, git commit -m. I'll say first commit. Okay, hopefully, sorry, I'm extremely sorry, we added .env file and we don't want it. I'll say I think git, I'm not sure here, but let me do git add, git commit first commit. Git commit -m first commit. Yeah, I think I'm not sure I have to remove that, so let me go here inside, let me delete this. I'm not sure how to do it through code, so I'll change it. I'll say git init, yeah, git add, I'll say git commit -m, I'll say first commit. Yeah, now git ignore helper. Oh, I'm sorry, okay, no problem, I'll do that. I have accidentally include PyCache as well, so PyCache. Okay, let me save this. Okay, and I'll say, okay, I'll copy the commands from here now onwards. So then I'll copy this. I'll say git push -u origin to main. Yeah, if I refresh this, okay, so this looks clean. Yeah, I need requirements.txt, so I'll say pip freeze greater than and then requirements.txt. Make sure you are in the correct environment. Yeah, let me delete these things, I don't want it to be pushed. Okay, and sorry for this small background noise. Added requirements file. Let me commit this, let me sync this, and don't worry about the readme file, I will also add the readme file as well. So yeah, we have requirements.txt. Now I'll go to render, I'll go to my dashboard. In case you are new to render, you can log in with your Google or GitHub account, then connect your GitHub repositories to render, and you can click on new web services. We need a web service. Here it will list all the repositories. So yeah, I'm going to work on YouTube Telegram bot Python, and let me make sure that we have used Gunicon here. Yeah, we did not use Gunicon, so I'll say pip install Gunicon, because render is going to use Gunicon. Let me use pip freeze again. Hopefully Gunicon is there. Yeah. Let me say added Gunicon. Yes. Sync the changes. Yes. Hopefully, let me see this. Yeah, Gunicon is there. Yeah, added Gunicon. Yeah, let me let me go again to a web service because I don't want to face any issues. Yeah, let's say Telegram bot YouTube demo. So this will be a part of the URL. And Python 3 pip. So yeah, app my file name is run. So since my file name is run, I'll change the first app, that will be my file name, and I think everything else is okay. So I'll go here and I'll click on create web service. I think this will take a few moments to complete. Let's wait for that. I will resume the video once this is complete. The building process of the deployment is failed due to the fact that python.env 1.0.0 is not available on 3.7, and I made a mistake that I created a virtual environment with 3.9 Python and render is using 3.7. So I have removed the version for python.env, and hopefully it will work now. Removed version for python.env, and let me save this. Yeah, I pushed this. So now if I go to events, I can, yeah, the deployment process is started again. Hopefully this time it works. If it doesn't work, I'll make the changes. Into the most probable case of failing that is due to the fact that some of the packages and the version of that package doesn't support 3.7. So maybe if that issue persists, I'll change that and I'll push that code onto GitHub. But I think yeah, all the packages are successfully installed now. So I'll wait for it to complete and I resume the video after that. You can see that the deployment process is complete, and I can see a green text, green background text with which says live. Now, since we have used environment variables, I'll go to environment and I'll create environment variables. So I'll copy this. Let me copy this first. I'll go here. I'll click on add environment variable inside environment. I'll click here and I'll copy the key. I'll remove that equal to sign. I'll click here and I'll save changes. I'll come here and I'll copy this Openai API key. I'll click on add variable here, and from this point I'll do that and I'll copy the remaining part. Oh Jesus Christ. Yeah, and I'll say that I'll copy this, sorry, copy this. I'll come here. Yeah, I'll hit save changes. Yeah, so this will take a few moments to appear. This will be fast because everything was there, the image was there as well. Let's wait for it to complete. You can see the build process is complete, and if I click on this link, hopefully, yeah, we see okay. So now this is our URL, and followed by Telegram will be our URL for webhook. So if I go to Insomnia and there is a set webhook, so I'll remove this part and set webhook takes the URL. So I will provide the URL. So the URL followed by Telegram. So that is our path actually. So if you go to main, this is the path, Telegram, and I need to copy the bot API key. Now I'll copy that and I'll go here. So again, the URL is http API telegram.org bot and followed by the API key. I'll remove the existing one. So this is my API key followed by set webhook. So when I hit this, hopefully, we got true. So now if this says live, this is live. If I go here and if I say hello, so we got the response, please use this thing. And if I come here, it is not there, but if I we did not see the console log here that a new request came, but it's okay. So if I come here, indeed it worked. And if I say ask what is 4 plus 4, hopefully it will provide the correct answer, 8. So I'm glad that it worked, and we have deployed the service on render. And if we go to logs, hopefully we see the logs, that request came and we successfully sent the response as well. So I think this is it from this part of the video. I'm happy that everything worked, and don't worry, I'll push a readme file here so that even if you face any issue, you can get help from that readme as well. And I hope your application is working too, if you have followed all my steps. In case you face any issue, you can write it down in the comment section of this video and I'll get back to you. Also, there is a Discord channel for my YouTube channel. Also there is I'm not sure what to say more. Thank you for watching. I'm not sure what to say more because I have done this kind of video where I assemble everything from scratch for the first time, and I'm very happy that it turned out good. So if you like my work, please consider subscribing to my channel. It helps. Thank you for watching. Peace.